but Patrick helped us to reflect in a more personal way. And it was very important for us to give us this self-conscious of our resonances, of what was happened with us as persons and as professionals that were facilitating or that were not facilitating the work that we were doing with the families. And that was important, very important for us as a team. For me as a profession, but for us as a team. We were three psychologists. I didn't say that, but it was very important for us because we could understand sometimes that some resonances about our visions about life, about our visions of our preferred visions of about families, about life, about parents, our expectations about what we wanted to achieve. Because sometimes we work so hard with the families that we sometimes I think we become in certain way part of the family, and that take us off the therapeutic in some way take us the therapeutic capacity, and the supervision help us to be with the family, but without losing this therapeutic capacity. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, it's about, I mean, I would say it's about being able to think about the circumstances of the family in a, I guess we would say a metacognitive way, but it's really, it's about being one step removed, maintaining a position one step removed and observing the goings on of the family, but also observing where our own interactions with the family, our own, and where we sit in this dynamic with the family. So I think that, the role of supervision there, as I understood it, was that it helped you maintain perspective about the family, to help maintain a perspective about your own part of that dynamic with the family, that working dynamic. Yeah. And I mean, I think a theme of this podcast, Adriana, is about supervision and the absolute importance of it. That it's so critical to work in complex endeavours like this, where where it's quite confronting for us, and it also can really tug on the emotional heartstrings, we would say. Like it's supervision, I think, is vital, and in particular, as you describe it, the fact that it doesn't necessarily have to give you all the answers. It just needs to help you be able to think. Yeah, and in the same
like
way,
we do with the families.
that's exactly what I was going to say. We don't have to tell the families exactly how to live their life, how they should be living their life, or what all the answers are. In fact, another theme of this podcast has been, I don't know, or another element of the discussions has been this idea that we don't have to know everything. We don't have to know all the answers. When we admit that we don't know, then we create a space where you can have a meaningful conversation and work things out with people. And that's when you're doing that with your colleagues and with your clients. That's such a respectful way of conducting that interaction. And if you did nothing else, treating those families with respect, yeah, would change their life course to some degree.
I believe.
Just treating them
I believe.
with respect, treating them as partners in an endeavor, in a journey, treating them as people of worth.